low-fat sauce, low-fat and flavorful sauce. So I'm going to start off by just getting my pan nice and hot to sear this chicken breast. And instead of putting oil in the pan, which is going to add a lot of fat to the meat at the end, I'm just going to take a brush with a little bit of olive oil and just brush down the surface of the chicken, just so that we can reduce the intake of fat. And actually, it'll sear a little bit better because the chicken will be able to release more easily from the pan after we get a nice sear on it. So then I'm just going to season that with a touch of salt and pepper. And I have a skin-on airline chicken breast here. But if you really want to commit more to low fat, you can go ahead and get a boneless, skinless chicken breast, and it's going to be a little bit less fat for you. So we'll just get this searing off.
So my line.
So there's a lot of different ways that you can impart flavor into something without adding a lot of fat to it. So adding fresh herbs, using fresh vegetables, fresh fruits are going to give you a lot of flavor without having to rely on different kinds of oils to give you flavor in your dish. So I've already got two actually right here that I've seared off. So we're looking for a nice golden brown on that. And I'm just going to pop those in the oven with this one once it's done searing. And I'm actually going to start building the sauce here. So I've got a lot of different components. I'm going to make a mango chutney to go with this. So something really flavorful, a little bit ethnic. So if you've got young children, it's kind of nice to give them something new that they haven't tried before, introduce them to new flavors. So we'll start with this mango. I know a lot of people have a hard time when it comes to new ingredients. How do they approach it? How do they start breaking it down? So I'll show you a way that I like to start cutting my mango. Usually I'll start by cutting off both the top and the bottom so that you've got a nice steady surface to work with. And then just a regular vegetable peeler works really well with mangoes to get the skin off. If it's a soft mango, as this one is actually, what you can do is just take a knife and run your knife around the skin to get that off. But with a firm fleshed mango, which is good for this sauce because you're going to be cooking it down, vegetable peeler will work just fine because that skin is nice and firm, similar to a potato. So we'll just get this skin off here, and then the pit of the mango actually runs like a football shape, so it's kind of oval shaped and runs vertically. And you can actually feel it if you press down on the top or the bottom of the mango. So you really want to kind of carve the flesh away from that pit so that you can yield as much fruit from this as you can. And this is just kind of another way for you to incorporate fresh fruits into your child's diet, because we know sometimes it's hard for kids to get to eat fresh fruits and vegetables. So kind of incorporating it into a sauce like this will really help you get those nutrients into your child. Keep them healthy and avoid all those daycare illnesses and stuff like that. So then we'll just cut these into a little dice. Is that funny? Is that funny?
Not very much daycare.
So this chicken, as you can see, since I left the skin on it, it'll get a little bit more crisp than it will with a skinless chicken breast, just because there's quite a bit of fat in that skin. And that's one of the reasons why I like to use it, is because it'll give you a really nice color on it. But if you're going for a little bit lower fat, watching the figure, feel free to use the boneless skinless. And those are find in the store anyway. Yeah, do you have a question?
Are you saying we need to wash our fingers?
What's that?
Are you saying we need to wash our fingers?
Wash your fingers?
Wash
No, I said,
our
well,
fingers.
if you're washing your fingers, I mean,
What are you saying?
I know that, a lot of women just want to look good on the dance floor or, wherever you're going. So, exactly. I mean, Nick might like a little thicker of a woman, but. All right, so this chicken breast is seared now. I'm just going to reduce the heat to low. Take this chicken breast off. And then I'm just going to pop all of these in the oven just to warm them up. And then I'm going to start building my sauce here with this pan on low heat. I'm going to throw in, no extra oil, I'm just going to start sweating some onion, some garlic, some ginger.
Chef Alex, I have a picky eater. How do I get my little boy to eat more chicken?
To eat more chicken?
Yeah.
Well, actually, this dish is perfect because it's bringing a nice, flavorful element that he's probably never tried before, and introducing it into the chicken. But if it's the chicken, the whole chicken itself, that he doesn't like, just like the look of it or whatever, or the texture maybe, you can try kind of incorporating it into other things that he's familiar with. Maybe grinding it up into some kind of burger patty or something like that, if he likes hamburgers, or just try to make it a little bit more flavorful for him, something that he will enjoy eating, or get little fun dipping sauces for him or something like that. So we're just going to sweat this down for a minute, and that's actually going to help to bring a little bit more flavor to the dish. Just letting all the natural moisture that's in those fresh vegetables, let it exude, and it'll just kind of bring a little bit more flavor to the dish. Once we deglaze it now with a little bit of apple cider vinegar, and then all those flavors from the chicken cooking, as well as the vegetables, are just going to pick up from the bottom of the pan and bring a little bit more flavor. Then I'm going to add in some different spices here. I've got some toasted cumin, ground. All of these are ground. I've got some coriander, some cloves, a little bit of turmeric, which is the, if you've ever seen curry powder, that's what gives curry powder its prominent yellow color. And then a little bit of ground cinnamon. Then we're just going to toast those all together over low heat. And that's just going to kind of let the oils out of the spices and make it really, really nice and flavorful in the end.
Can I buy apple cider vinegar at common local stores?
Yes, yeah, it's a very common vinegar, very easy to find at any King Soopers or whichever grocery store you frequent. Some of the spices may be a little bit difficult to find, but if you have any kind of vitamin store or something like that around you, it should be pretty easy to find. So now those spices have warmed through. So I'm going to add in the mango. I'm going to turn up my heat a little bit so we can start breaking down the mango, because this is really going to be what forms the sauce. Is just kind of cooking down this mango and letting the sugars inside break down, so that we can have a nice, almost like a jam-like consistency. I'm just going to add a touch of regular white sugar. I was going to use honey. That's my preferred sweetener, just because I like the flavor that it gives.
I still should. Are you watching figure? Are you watching your figure?
Yeah.
He's watching me grow.
Okay, we're going heart healthy here. All right, we're going low on fat. I didn't say we're going low on sugar. There's going to be some natural sugars in the mango as well, but those are good for you. and my wife loves she loves ethnic food, so any chance I get to cook her something different, she appreciates it a lot. And then I'm just gonna season this with a touch of salt and pepper, just to kind of bring out some of those flavors and all the vegetables and spices we have there. Pull the chicken breast out. So it's, as you can see, it's just really a very simple dish. All you need is one pan. You can sear the chicken in there. You can do your chutney in there. And then your end product is just a really nice, flavorful chicken breast with a very low-fat sauce to go on top. And it'll open up your kids' minds, hopefully, to a little bit something new.